welcome, 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 welcome to The Tonight Show, everybody. You're here. I saw Harry Styles last night. We were all there together. We all went together as a group. I was just thinking, so I go, and it was unbelievable. I got great seats and everything. That was very nice of Harry and all that stuff. So I went, and it's just hard to look cool when you're my age at a Harry Styles concert. And you're in the front row and people are looking at you and stuff like that. So he's playing and he's awesome. It's a great show, by the way. Go see it. And he's good. And so I go, I'll get into this. So I'm like that, you know. And then I'm like, oh, this is really lame. I guess this is worse than I normally dance. So I go, I'm not gonna really. So then I started going like this for a while. And then I was like, that's even weirder. I don't know what's happening. Then I go, maybe clapping was good. So I'm like, so give me like. Then I'm like, this is 2 minutes clapping. I was clapping too fast. I was like double clap. I goes, all right, no clap. Then I go this.
Oh. Can't do that.
You can't do that. And then at that point I go, I'm already a meme.
Right. Might as well enjoy it.
I'm just gonna have fun. And I was like, yeah. I'm in a good mood. We got Blood Orange here tonight.
Oh.
They were fantastic. Also, guys, today is officially the first day of fall. Come on!
Come on, fall.
That's why I'm in a good mood. Everyone was talking about this last night. Former President Trump was interviewed by Sean Hannity on Fox News, and when Hannity brought up Trump's claim that he declassified the documents found at Mar-a-Lago, Trump gave a very interesting explanation. Take a look at this.
Is there a process? What was your process to declassify?
There doesn't have to be a process, as I understand it. You know, there's different people say different things, but as I understand, there doesn't have to be. If you're the president of the United States, you can declassify just by saying it's declassified, even by thinking about it.
Hannity was like, oh, I get it. You're going to plead insanity. Okay, now it's making sense. Meanwhile, Ron DeSantis was watching at home going, well, I guess we got to start printing those campaign posters. Here we go. I felt like he was this close to using the word abracadabra. Did he when Trump was talking? Trump also suggested a pretty interesting theory on why the FBI searched his house in the first place. Listen to this.
Because of what they did, the severity of the FBI coming and raiding Mar-a-Lago, were they looking for the Hillary Clinton emails that were deleted, but they are around someplace? Were they looking for the spying
you're not saying
Trump's...
you had it.
No, they may be saying, they may have thought that it was in there.
At that point, even QAnon people were like, okay, that conspiracy seems a little nuts. That's a little much for us. You got to give Trump credit, though. He knows how to say something so crazy that it actually makes the last crazy thing he said seem normal. You know, right? You know what I'm saying? Trump had a lot to say about the search of Mar-a-Lago, including something the FBI took from him. Watch this.
They took a lot. I think they took my will. I found out yesterday. I said, where is it?
Am I in it?
I think they took my will. It caused a lot of problems.
No.
The FBI was like, oh, you mean the piece of paper with the Sharpie treasure map? Yeah, we did. A minute later, Melania handed it back. Was like, sorry, I was just checking something. We're all good. Switching gears, tonight on Amazon, there was another Thursday night football game. Yeah. And apparently Amazon has a policy not to show ads for alcohol, which means there are no beer commercials during their football games. Now, I don't know why Amazon does that, because drunk people ordering stuff on Amazon is 90% of their business. Speaking of football, there's so many games to keep up with this weekend, so I want to take a moment to look at this week's big matches and take some picks. It's time for tonight's show, Weekend Football Lockbox.
Tonight's show, Weekend Football Lockbox. Tonight's show, Weekend Football Lockbox. Tonight's show, Weekend Football Lockbox.
You're in the lockbox. Let's kick it off. First up, Jaguars versus Chargers. I bought 6 iPhone chargers this year and 0 Jaguars. Why? Because Chargers get lost and Jags get locked. Bills versus Dolphins. Who likes Bills? Always coming in the mail being all like, where's my money? For the last time, I don't know. Call it Cantuna, because this one's all Dolphins. Lock it. Eagles versus Commanders, both proud, both symbols of America, both bald, but Commanders can't lay eggs, so advantage Eagles from the city of brotherly lock. Bengals and the Jets. Elton John may be known to rock, but Cincinnati's the one brewing up a big batch of chili and spaghetti in a lock pot. 49ers versus Broncos. It's a city by the bay against a horse that eats the hay. 49ers pan for gold. Horses get locked in pens. Easy Denver lock. And finally, Lions versus Vikings. For ball spiking, linemen striking, fans psyching. You just can't beat the Detroit Lions. Motor City lock. That's all for this week's Lockbox. Happy watching. I'll see you in the DraftKings subreddit.
Tonight show weekend football lockbox. Tonight show weekend football lockbox. Tonight show weekend football lockbox.
Some entertainment news. The new Star Wars show Andor just came out on Disney+. It's getting great reviews, and I saw that the show introduces a new droid character named B2 Emo. Can we take a look at B2 Emo? Yeah. Honestly, he doesn't really look that emo. Can we see some clips of him from the show?
It's not a phase, it's who I am. Security confiscated my wallet chain at the My Chemical Romance show. They're not cigarettes, Dad, they're cloves. And I'm 18, so leave me alone. Has anyone seen my Nightmare Before Christmas beanie? Just pick me up at the mall at 10 and please don't embarrass me. This whole star system is bull.
Oh my God. Now you get it. Wow! I get it. Some more entertainment news. Tomorrow, Avatar will be re-released in theaters all across the country. The movie originally came out in 2009. That was a long time ago. I mean, hey, do you remember where you were back in 2009 when you first saw Avatar?
Oh, yeah, of course. I was dancing to Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas. When my friend the Octomom texted me the Avatar trailer on my BlackBerry Storm. And as a thank you, I poked her on Facebook.
Oh.
You know, I still remember where I was when I found out about Avatar. I was hanging out with my BFFs, Taylor Lautner and Susan Boyle. And we were ghost riding the whip when Susan starts telling me how good Avatar is. So I told her, Susan Boyle, I'm gonna let you finish, but Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2 is the best movie of the year.
Oh, yeah. You want to know where I was when I first heard about Avatar? I was doing a flash mob with Snooki, JWoww, and the Situation's cousin, The Circumstance. And when we realized we all forgot to water our Farmville crops, so we drove to my place in my Nissan Cube while blasting the Glee soundtrack, because we're big Gleeks, and I heard an ad for Avatar on the radio while Snooki was asking me if I was Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Yeah. Man, 2009 was a different time.
2009? Mine was from this morning.
Hey guys, I read that battery-powered planes are gaining traction among major airlines and are set to be in the air by 2028. Yeah, battery-powered planes. They actually have been around for a while. In fact, Spirit's entire fleet runs on 4 AAA batteries. It's true. I heard about a woman in Washington who allegedly stole a car and didn't have a great getaway plan. Check this out.
If you plan to steal a car, don't drive into freshly poured concrete. Lakewood police say the person who tried to make it out with this Mini Cooper did just that. They got out and tried to run, but were arrested anyway. Police say the driver was holding a bottle of whiskey at the time.
Yeah, you didn't need to tell us that last part. We assumed. Guys, get this. Under a new law in California, employers will soon be banned from screening employees for marijuana. That's right. Employers will no longer be able to drug test people, but if you ask me, they're still trying to find ways around it. Here's some of the questions that they're asking on the job application. First up, it says, look at your hand. Pretty trippy, right? A, no. B, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Next up, it says, what could you really go for right now? A, a nice long day of hard work at a rewarding job. B, flaming hot Cheetos.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, after that, it says, finish this sentence. SpongeBob SquarePants is blank. A, a fun show for children. B, on right now. Next, it asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? A, being promoted to manager. B, can you imagine if you could, like, actually see yourself in 5 years? That would be crazy. Wait, what was the question? Whoa. And finally, it asks, what do you have in mind for starting salary? A, $50K per year. B, flamin' hot Cheeto.
Oh.
Just interesting. I'm just saying they're tough. Guys, did you see this? Residents of Salt Lake City have reported hearing strange music coming from the sewers. Yeah, strange music as opposed to the totally normal music usually heard coming from the sewers. Finally, a wedding reception in New Jersey had to be relocated after the floor caved in while people were dancing. People showed up at the ER like, hi, I'm here for the Friedman wedding. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the first wedding with an open bar and an open floor. We have a great show.